Ever had that amazing idea for a blog, a small business, or maybe a YouTube channel? But then when it came to actually starting, you just felt stuck? Overwhelmed? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to explore 5 kinds of AI tools that can help any beginner kickstart their online journey, like right now.
So, here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll dig into the common challenges that get everyone stuck. Then, you'll meet your new best friend, your AI co-pilot. From there, we'll jump into the actual tools for making content, designing visuals, and getting your stuff out there. And finally, we'll talk about taking that very first step. It's going to be super simple, I promise.
All right, let's dive in. Section 1, the Beginner's Online Challenge. This is all about those pesky hurdles that can stop a fantastic idea dead in its tracks before it even gets a chance to breathe.
No, really. Think about it for a second. What's the one thing that stops you? That little voice in your head that whispers, maybe I'll do it later, or I have no clue how to even start. Because that is the exact barrier we're about to smash through today.
Okay, let's be real. Do any of these hit a little too close to home? That paralyzing fear of the blinking cursor, the nagging feeling that you're just not a designer or a writer, and maybe the biggest fear of all, what if you do all this work and nobody even sees it, just shouting into the void? These are the exact roadblocks that end so many creative journeys before they even begin.
But what if you didn't have to face those roadblocks alone? What if you had a partner, a co-pilot to help you out? Well, that brings us to section 2. Let's meet this AI co-pilot, because this is where things get really interesting.
You know, for the longest time, the only way to get past those fears was to either just brute force it with willpower or spend a ton of money on help. But now, there is a completely new way to get started, something that honestly just wasn't possible a few years ago.
And that new way is called generative AI. Now, don't get hung up on the techie name. Just think of it like this. It's your creative partner. You give it simple, plain English instructions, and it helps you brainstorm ideas, write text, or even create images from scratch. It's your assistant, not a replacement for your brilliant ideas.
And the difference here is just it's night and day. The old way meant hours of struggle, complicated and expensive software, and this constant feeling that you had to be an expert. The AI way, you get ideas instantly with tools that are often free or super cheap. The only skill you really need to bring to the table is your own creativity.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. Section 3, Tools for Creating Content. This is all about how we finally defeat that terrifying blank page once and for all.
I mean, this is the classic problem, right? You've got a topic you're passionate about. Let's say it's baking sourdough or reviewing indie video games, but you sit down to write and crickets. Just that blinking cursor mocking you.
But now, check out how simple this can be. With a tool like ChatGPT or Gemini, you just ask it for ideas. Then you pick the one you like best and ask for an outline. And then, you can even ask it to use that outline to generate a first draft. All of a sudden, you're not starting from zero. You're editing, tweaking, and adding your own unique voice to something that already exists. And this is the result. This quote from a new creator just says it all. I went from a blank document to a full blog post draft in under 10 minutes. It felt like magic. I mean, that's a total game changer. It gets you past the hardest step, the very first one.
So now your words are flowing. But what about the visuals? Let's move on to our next section, tools for designing visuals, because great content deserves to look great too.
And here's another one of those giant walls we all run into. You want a cool, professional-looking logo or a unique image for your social media, but you have absolutely zero design skills and definitely not the budget to hire a professional.
Well, look at how this works with AI image generators like Midjourney or DALL-E. You don't need to learn a complicated program. You just describe what you want in plain language, something like a friendly robot logo for a tech blog in a minimalist style. And just like that, it generates tons of options for you to choose from, right there on the spot.
This is so empowering. As this small business owner said, I made a professional-looking logo for my new online shop in 5 minutes without opening a complicated program. 5 minutes! That's what we're talking about, getting professional-level results without that steep professional learning curve.
Okay, so you've got your content and you've got your visuals. Now what? How do we actually get people to see it? That brings us to Section 5, Tools for Reaching People. Because making stuff is one thing, getting it seen is the whole other half of the battle.
This can feel like the final boss fight for so many beginners. How do you take that awesome blog post you wrote and shrink it down into a tweet that actually gets noticed? Or how do you write an email subject line that someone wants to click? It is a real challenge.
And once again, AI turns this whole process into a few simple steps. You just give your content to a tool like Jasper, or even just good old ChatGPT, and ask for marketing ideas. Write 5 different tweets about this. Give me 3 catchy email subject lines. It's like having your own personal marketing assistant on call, 24/7.
And this quote from an aspiring influencer just nails it. Writer's block for social media is real. Oh, you know it is. But now you can just feed the AI a topic and get a bunch of ideas to run with. It's not about being lazy. It's about breaking through that block. The AI provides the spark, and you provide the personality.
All right, let's bring this all home with our final section, your AI-powered first step. We've seen the problems, we've seen the solutions, now it's time to actually get moving.
So just think about what we've covered. We've looked at these 5 massive hurdles: the blank page, the design skills, the marketing headache, and we've seen how there are entire categories of AI tools ready to help you clear every single one. That power is literally at your fingertips. Look, if you take away just one thing today, let it be this. AI is a tool that breaks down huge, intimidating challenges into small, manageable steps. It helps you change that voice in your head from, "I can't do this," to, "Okay, how can I do this?" And always remember, it's your co-pilot, not the pilot. Your ideas are still the engine. And with these tools, your journey can finally start today.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. That online journey you've been dreaming about, it's waiting for you, and it's no longer blocked by technical skills or the fear of a blank page. The tools are here. So, what are you going to create first?